The Local Show, featuring conversations with business owners, employees, and local business leaders about their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business. Right here in Central New York. The Local Show is locally produced by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
We're back again, and that means that you are too, right here on The Local Show.
Maybe
with
they
Tom
just
and Steve.
got here, Tom.
They could have.
They may not be back.
You have to have a presupposition there.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, that
What's
is.
a presupposition, Tom?
I don't know.
Okay.
You just tell people what they want to hear. So, Steve, we have somebody who's been on the show with us several times, and we do love having her. Her name is Carol Terry. She is the sales manager at Mattress Makers. How are you there?
I am good, and I'm very glad to be with the two most charming gentlemen in radio.
Can we call you Terry?
Everybody does. I have two first names, but
That's great.
Me.
Carol, what did you do before you went over to Mattress Makers?
Well, what my favorite? I mean, I love doing what I'm doing.
Yeah,
but
of course.
I was a motivational speaker, and I went into corporations and taught customer service. And so it was great because you'd go sit with someone and look at the problems in their job and the things that could be better. And then we'd have a meeting, and management couldn't say a word. Everything stayed in that room. Everybody rose up 93% better. Then all the companies left. Syracuse.
Oh, wow.
And Deluxe, I was with Deluxe, and Deluxe went back because the only
Deluxe, the check printing
printers,
people.
yes.
Yeah.
What's a check?
When you used to print checks. That's something.
So you went into corporations, and back in those days, people weren't thinking, I don't know, it was a different style of management. Is that
Absolutely.
fair?
Yeah.
Much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you go to school for that, or was it just training?
No, I started with them and then I kept growing, and then all of a sudden they asked me to do a presentation, and then they did numbers, and then before I knew it, I was just traveling to different places going, would you speak? Would you help us? Because people that are more effective, people that listen, people that have an idea of what they're talking about, and if people feel appreciated, they give 140%.
That's true.
So I would teach management, you're not on the front lines. And I've been sitting with them.
So I need
What
to get a
company
little
was that
more out
for?
of Tom. So can you speak something that'll give him 100? What do you got? Just go for it.
I'm sorry, Tom.
It's not that I can't produce. It's that I just don't care anymore.
You do a wonderful job, and I watched you right out there today, so I know you do.
What company were you with that did the motivational speaking way back
It
when?
was Deluxe started me out, and then it was me. Companies would call me, and I was a freelance person.
I see. I didn't know Deluxe did that kind of stuff.
Well, they didn't, but then
You did it for
started
them.
to work. So yeah,
Yeah, great.
Okay, and then you had to go to sleep one night, so you went and bought a mattress and...
No.
they moved, and people said to me, Charlie Van Patten is looking for a sales manager, and I thought, this is going to be, I will never be able to do it. Well, 22 years later, we are just, I love what I represent, and I love the people, and one of our gifts, and I love when other people say they're the home something place. We are the local place that makes mattresses since 1915. I just want to get that out there. I'm probably in trouble. Anyway,
But you're the only mattress manufacturer locally.
that's what I'm trying to say.
So that just is.
He says it better than me.
Yeah.
Yes. So the thing is, the wonderful thing that I love is the interviewing of a customer. You don't know how many customers will say to me, we saw you and we love Tom and Steve, and everybody loves Tom and Steve, and I have to say I do too. And the other thing is they'll say is, you know everything that's in the product. We've been to other places, and I'm not knocking other places, I never will, but some of their people are new, and they'll ask them what's in the mattress, and they'll go foam. Gee, that helps, okay, because there could be foam in a dust cloth, there could be foam in a dish towel. So what we do is we break it down. This is what we put in it. This is how we do it. Latex, people call it foam. It's liquidized rubber. So you have to know, once you interview someone and you show your interest in health, what's their health, and what comfort level are they, and so on and so forth, you narrow it down to try to do the best job you can to meet their needs.
What would you tell someone that said, they're made locally, that's great, but really I want a Posturepedic or some national brand that maybe we've heard of them since we were kids. Yeah. How do you position yourself against things like that? People that are branded.
We have a lot of branding, and first off, you know your competition. So I look up those mattresses and I know what's in them.
Right.
I don't ever knock the company, and I say, you know what, if that's what you like, let me just show you something else.
Sure.
This is how we're different, but when you walk out of here, I want you to have the product you want. You would be surprised. I think it's my mother used to do it, reverse psychology. And the funny thing is that people want to know that they've been heard and that they're getting the best product. The other thing is we're local and we're two-sided. You have a problem with one of our mattresses, where do you go?
Right.
Trust me.
Right.
You do. And the other thing is with the longevity factor, and then they see that we have the best mattress makers in the city, anywhere. I'd say the country, but that's maybe going overboard. I think so. So I just bought a mattress. And I had a delivery experience. I'll have the delivery.
Where'd you get it?
Right at Mattress Makers. But the delivery experience was wonderful. They set everything up. They took the old. It was fun to be a client. Or you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And I love the mattress. Love
Right.
it. So I have to say I've been very happy that way.
I think a lot of the big brands, like you're talking about, Steve, they do a wonderful job
They do.
enhancing some of the small stuff. So there's a lot of things that are in the mattress or that people don't understand, but they put a nice bow on it, and they spend, as we know, thousands upon thousands of dollars to break it down and make it look great. And when they have a commercial on the television, it's an exploded view and there's all these cool graphics.
that is
so
hard.
people tend to go, oh yeah, this is what I want.
Right, because they get branded. But really, 99 out of 100 people don't know anything about mattresses. How would you? Right?
You don't. It's like when people go shopping, it's like, especially men, no offense, but men
no,
hate this. They hate it. It's like mattress shopping, root canal. What should I do today? And so once you get them past it, you can get them on a bed. They don't have to buy it today.
Yeah.
And we can see their pressure points. We're home free. So the other thing too about that is that we also help with the community. Like we work with Catholic Charities, the VA program.
There you go.
We do social services, OCSS and CCSI, and we did the men's shelter for Catholic Charities. And so we can kind of work with the community, which is a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
Carol Baldwin was just up, and then they do the Francis House, and we're, donate to that. And so the wonderful thing is we have a team. And I think when you're a team, you're better. You know each other. You work together. One calls on the phone, puts it on voice. Carol, what about this? Whatever it is, we are a team, and we have people who care. Yeah. Which is exactly why we're here. Is that you have people who care. Steve checks on us, and Tom's so cute. He always looks like a little teddy bear. Don't you just want to hug him?
No.
Okay.
Thank you, Carol.
Sorry, Tom.
No, that's okay. I appreciate that.
But you were telling me a story a few weeks ago when someone came in and they were like, well, we're shopping. We're going to every place in town. And you said, do that. And most people, mattress companies realize if you leave, they're going to lose the sale.
Yeah.
So there's a sale, there's one left, there's a special, whatever. Let me call the manager. None of that stuff happens with you. No. You're like, you know what? Here's what we have. You're going to spend about half of comparable, but you know what?
Absolutely.
You come back and come to that conclusion, and then we can help you. That's kind of what you were sharing. It was an interesting sales process.
It's the best way to do it because you know what? Buyer's remorse is not a good thing. And you can educate someone. That's the important part that isn't done around. They'll all say, well, you know what's in the mattresses. Well, I better.
Yeah.
So the thing is exactly that. And I'll say go out and shop. And I have people come back and all day they've been shopping and the husband looks like he wants it. I told her just to get it from you first thing today. But no, we had to go shopping.
They can look over the wall and see, hey, there's the stitching. You walk in there on a day, you'll see Charlie hand stitching things.
You will.
But so we got Mattress Makers on Bridge Street, across from Fleet Feet. Right there,
absolutely.
Right there on Bridge Street, and then there's
we're doing a clearance center on Route 11.
Clearance center right across from Chick-fil-A.
Yep, they're right across from Starbucks.
Right. But all those mattresses are made right here in Syracuse.
Every single one.
Handcrafted, good stuff, organic, all the above.
Two-sided. Honestly, we're very fortunate to do what
thanks for coming in today.
Yes.
Well, thank you both. It was nice to see you again.
Get in there and ask for the lady with two first names, Carol Terry, right there at Mattress Makers.